K&K Premium Jagd is one of Europe's leading hunting agencies and your perfect partner to deliver exciting hunting adventures across the globe. Passionate about hunting and sustainability, we offer only the finest hunting destinations that promote ethical and sustainable hunting. Working with only the very best hunting estates and wild game reserves that have been rigorously tested by our own team, we ensure that our game is properly managed to provide healthy herds for generations to come. The beautiful Blumberg Estate in eastern Germany is home to an impressive population of European game. Due to its island location comprising 1,600 acres of forest, surrounded by thousands of hectares of fields, meadows and wetlands, Blumberg offers an optimal habitat for a variety of wildlife species. Amongst the roe deer, red deer, fallow deer, wild boar and mouflon, there's outstanding trophy quality game throughout the hunting areas. Blumberg is renowned for its sensational mouflon herds, and every year K&K Premium Jagd is able to present between 5 and 7 exceptional old rams to our guests. As the sun rises over the beautiful Blumberg Estate, the hunting party gathers at the historic main house. The estate's head gamekeeper Danilo welcomes the guests and takes registration details. Across the estate, the animals are beginning to move and feed in the warmth of the midday sun. There's hardly a cloud in the sky, and the only sound around is the peaceful chirping of the birds in the trees. As the hunting party gathers in the yard of the main house, local hunters have assembled to provide a traditional sounding of the hunting horns. This time-honoured welcome signifies the beginning of the hunt and stirs the soul on this, the first day of Roebuck season in Germany. Our gracious host, Eramar von der Osten, welcomes the hunting party to his wonderful estate and wishes every person the best of luck on their hunt. K&K Premium Jagd host and experienced hunter Sebastian Blennemann is always on hand to provide help and guidance to the hunting party and to ensure all preparation is perfect.
Bald mal Zeit.
Deep in one of the estate's forestry blocks, regular K&K Premium Jagd hunter Barbara is heading to a high seat. These thick forests provide plenty of cover, as well as abundant food sources for the game. Deer, mouflon and wild boar all migrate through these forests and take advantage of the plentiful nourishment on offer. And at this time of the year, the forest is rich and green. Barbara's guide points her towards her seat, and she makes the final leg of the journey alone. This ensures that there's minimal noise and movement that could potentially disturb any game feeding up ahead. Barbara glasses the area carefully and then makes her way to the high seat. From the high seat on the edge of the forest, Barbara can see across the clearing and through to the other side. She's hoping that this will be a perfect vantage point to spot game coming to feed during the last hours of light. All members of the hunting party have been instructed that only roebucks and fully grown wild boar below 50 kilos are to be taken on this hunt. However, mature sows are forbidden at this time of year, as they could be pregnant or may still have dependent piglets. Holistic and ethical hunting is at the heart of K&K Premium Jagd. It's a beautiful evening in eastern Germany, and there's a slight breeze in the air. As the sun begins to fall in the sky, Barbara has a visitor. There's a roebuck grazing on the edge of the forest. At the moment, the buck is around 300 yards away, but Barbara feels it's too far for an ethical shot. Barbara will only shoot the distance she's comfortable with, and only when she's absolutely certain she'll deliver a fatal shot. As the buck heads into the forest, the opportunity is passed for now. That buck wasn't keen on moving too far into the meadow and out into the open. Across the meadow, a crane emerges from the forest and flies right by the high seat. Another roebuck has made his way across the top corner of the meadow. But moves back into the forest and out of sight. The crane has landed on the meadow and feeds. Barbara has found herself in a fantastic seat for spotting game. A herd of mouflon have begun grazing on the top end of the meadow, and there seems to be life all around. A young red stag and several hinds move out of the forest to feed on the meadow as the day begins to slip away. With light almost gone, a group of young wild boar begin to feed on the meadow, but the sow remains hidden in the forest. Her young enjoy a feast before they're summoned back into the woods by their mother. This seat offers everything that makes Blumberg such a special place to hunt. Unfortunately for Barbara, a roebuck hasn't come within shooting range this evening. Soon enough, darkness falls, and it's time for Barbara to pack up. Her rifle remains unused, but Barbara has enjoyed the evening nonetheless. Hunting isn't just about shooting, but also enjoying nature and watching a variety of game in its natural habitat. Experienced K&K Premium Jagd guide Sebastian is heading out to his own high seat. Key to the success of any K&K hunt is they've been rigorously tried and tested by our own team, and Sebastian knows Blumberg very well. As he makes his way quietly through the forest, he glances through the trees. The game could be anywhere around him. He gets to his high seat, and there's already movement in the clearing ahead of him. There's a sow and her young feeding, but they soon move back into the forest. Sebastian glasses the edge of the clearing and has spotted something else. There's a roebuck laid in the edge of the trees, taking an afternoon snooze. With him laid up and asleep, Sebastian cannot take the shot. It's not fair game to shoot an animal when it's sleeping. Sebastian will need to wait for him to wake up and stand. The buck has picked up his head, but hasn't stood yet. A few hundred yards up the clearing, another roe deer is feeding. It's a longer shot than the sleeping buck offers, so Sebastian lets it feed and waits patiently for his buck to awaken. Sebastian's patience pays dividends, and his stirring buck finally rises. Sebastian gets him in his sights and makes a good, clean shot. The buck falls and passes quickly. The adrenaline rush almost takes Sebastian's breath away as he lowers a rifle with a small sigh of relief. Wide man's heil.
Very nice reaction. We took the bullet from RVS. The evolution green was 8.8 gram. Was a brilliant reaction of the shot.
As the sun begins to fade in the sky, there's still movement in front of Sebastian's high seat. A roe deer feeds away in the clearing. Then, a female mouflon moves slowly out of the forest and down the dirt track, followed by a beautiful mature ram. And a group of other rams. Sebastian watches carefully. It isn't mouflon season in Germany until August 1st, but it's still amazing to watch these beautiful sheep grazing and moving through the forest. Blumberg is renowned for its healthy mouflon herds and trophy rams, and it's easy to see why. The rams all follow the lead female. When she's spooked and turns to run, the males follow suit. She halts in her tracks and heads towards the high seat. She seems unfazed and her rams are right behind her. Despite being so close, the mouflon are unable to catch Sebastian's scent. His Outfox suit with its ergotan filter keeps his scent blocked and gives him a far greater chance of getting up close and personal with the game. The female picks up the pace and heads back into the safety of the thick forest. Her rams follow suit and all make a dash for it. A truly stunning sight to behold. As the shadows become long and the light fades further, there's another roe deer feeding in the clearing. Plus a mouflon grazing just behind the seat. There's game all around here, and they move comfortably, without pressure, and follow their traditional migration paths. As the sun finally sets, Sebastian makes his way down from the high seat and over towards his buck. He takes leaves from a nearby tree and observes the traditional hunting rituals. He takes off his cap in respect of the fallen game, places one leaf on the wound, another in the mouth of the buck as its last meal, and he takes the third leaf for himself. Honouring the game in this way is an integral part of hunting in Germany. Time-honoured traditions are still as much a part of the hunt today as they were hundreds of years ago. Sebastian is congratulated by Danilo and his team as they begin the journey back to the main house. Back at the house, there's been plenty of success for the hunting party, and everyone is keen to share their experiences. Sebastian gets his hands dirty dressing his buck and teaching Erimar's 3 young lads how it's done. As keen hunters, they are eager to learn all of the fieldcraft and hunting skills they can, and Sebastian is happy to pass on his vast experience. Teaching the next generation about ethics and skills of hunting helps to ensure future generations will also have plenty of healthy game and their hunting remains sustainable. Team Wild's Ian Harford is congratulated by the hunting party on his wild boar. The guides help weigh, tag and place the fallen game in the chiller. Danilo carefully notes every piece of information. Keeping detailed notes on the animal ensures the game is carefully managed and the hunting impact can be measured. These notes will be used to calculate the amount of game that can be taken on future hunts. As the fire burns into the night, a barbecue provides a welcome meal for the hungry hunters, as they swap stories, share jokes, and enjoy the splendour of Blumberg. Key to the success of any K&K hunt is the community spirit and friendly atmosphere provided before, during and after every hunt to ensure each hunter has a truly memorable experience. K&K Premium Jagd is your perfect hunting partner to deliver quality adventures across the globe. Hunting, passion, sustainability. To find out more about K&K Premium Jagd or to book your own hunting trip of a lifetime to the wonderful Blumberg Estate, visit the website at premium-jagdreisen.de.